or alright. So I'm supposed to put stitches, so let's do this. Let's thread a bobbin. Or do we have a bobbin? Is this our thread? Must be. Must be. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Mom. Hey, Brooklyn Timmy. I am just changing my threads. Hey, Eve. How is everyone? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. So I was looking at the instructions for this pattern and they don't have any pictures, so that should be fun. Let's see. I know I need to add some stay tape in some places. So did I do that? All right. I need an iron. Here we go. I'm gonna plug it up under here. Okay. Let me get the other interfacing. Whew. Anybody else sewing? All right. No, maybe so. Okay, let me go back and see. I'm supposed to put it on the lapel fold on the side and the fronts here and on the welt. Just welt. Okay. Whoop. Ran into a little hiccup there. Okay. Hey, Tyjeri. Let's get some music. Let's see here. It's Shim09. I don't know what chest the pocket's supposed to go on. Hey, RV. It doesn't say. Let's see if it's in the instructions somewhere. Nah. I imagine it goes on the right though, right? So this is the left. Oh wait, I need to put one more piece. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live. Y'all quiet. Anybody do anything fun for Labor Day? Okay, so this side should have a pocket. Let's see. All right. These are ready. Although they have some darks, but let's see what's first. Make temporary manual stitches along the hemline at the front, back, and sleeve, along the lapel break line on the front and on the facing, and along the line of the front center. Okay. Let's see. Take this one first. Okay. Yes, Shim 09. It should be all caps. All right, so I'm gonna do some stay stitching. Set the front. Let's see, hemline. What's the hemline? I don't even know. Let's see, that would be an inch and a quarter. Let's see, there's the inch. That's probably the quarter. It says along on the front and on the facing along the line of the front center. What's this? What's the front center? Is that a different piece? This is the front center. So what line? Are they just talking about here? I don't know. I'm just gonna skip that part. Hey, Aisha. other one. We're doing a pattern with limited instructions. Should be a fun adventure. I do need to add the dart line at the top of here. Where's the split? Right there. At the top here. So she said, I feel like we can come back to that other stuff because I don't even think in 2 hours we're gonna get past the fronts because we gotta put them together and we gotta put the pockets on there, and that's gonna take 2 hours. So not gonna worry about the other stitches. Let's move on. Breast pocket welt is hemmed if you desire. It is edged in a typical way, a welt with stitched ends, with welt facing, and without a pocket bag. You may have to look at a tutorial on this topic. Okay, girl. Let me put the darts drawings on here, and then I'll do the breast pocket welt because that's the first one. So let's do this first. Oops. Just so we'll have it. Because I'm sure after you put, well, actually, I don't know. Sometimes they don't do this dart until they do the collar, and then sometimes they do it at the beginning. So I'm just gonna mark it. A little clumsy. All right, just gonna draw this line. Oop. Draw this line. Okay, we got a dart on there, and this is the left. So not gonna put a breast pocket on that side. I'm gonna put it on this one. Yep. So I'm gonna also draw that on here. So me and Auntie Kara was supposed to be doing our custom jackets starting this month. Don't know when, but we gonna look out for that. I think I've decided on a fabric. Okay. That should be fun. It'll probably take us a few weeks to finish it. That to the side. this. All right, got our dot drawn. Hopefully it doesn't come off. That's annoying. Okay, now we need to draw on our pocket. Use that to hold my piece in place. Okay, addictive. Okay. So I'm going to try tracing paper, see if that works. It's all ratted up. So let me see if this will work. I feel like the fabric might be too soft. You can see it a little bit. Enough for me to retrace it. Let's see. It's light. Okay, we have a welt drawn on here. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch my box while it's fresh, and then I'm gonna make the welt. Dang, I'm loud. Do that. Okay, there we go. I can't even see that. Okay, in any case, That's that. Let's find our welt piece. Man pocket, collar stand, welt facing, pocket. Here we go. I don't see the facing though. So I don't know if I cut the facing, but anyways, iron this. What's the seam allowance? Let me see. I thought I programmed my pedal. Here we go. Hey, Lynn. So you can typically serge the bottom of your welt, but this is actually like a knit, so it doesn't fray. So I'm not gonna bother serging that. I'm just gonna stitch it close after I press it, but I'm not gonna serge it. Okay, now let me see if I have a facing. I don't see one. Let me see. Alright, I don't see one. Maybe I can use this piece. Just maybe use my other. I cut two chest welts, and I don't need to. Oof. Okay. So I'm gonna try to line this up, but I can barely see it. it should be like that, right? I'll line my line up. I guess I could pin. Hey, Michelle from Baltimore. Also, Eve, since you went to the cookout and stuff, there was a code to get 80% off one of the patterns. I don't know if it's still good, but there was a code for that. There's a flyer here. Okay. You're right on my stitch line, which I can't see, honestly. I can't see it. So this is like a welt, a real welt, but it won't have a pocket bag. Which I could add a pocket bag, because what if I want to do a little pocket square? Maybe I will add a pocket bag. I can't see. I hope I didn't go out the box. Let's see what this look like before we pop it open. And it's not even. I'm gonna sew this side somewhere. Let's see. I came off of the stitch line right here. So I can either make it smaller. No, it should be bigger. Okay. Oh shoot. Since it's up, I shouldn't have sewed the sides. I gotta take this off. Because it's not a faux welt, it's a real welt, so it doesn't need the sides sewn up. Well, good thing we got two of them, right? I knew I was gonna need that other one. Why nobody say nothing? Y'all just don't hear. Let me mess up. Michelle, I'm making a blazer. I'm starting a blazer. We'll see how far we get, because I'm very slow. It take me about 3 weeks. I got a friend, she said she can do one in about 3 days. I'm like, wow. I can't. I get tired. I gotta lay down. Sit with my thoughts for a little while, you know. All right. So this is wrong. This is right if you're gonna do a faux welt. It's wrong for a real welt. So let me put the other one on here. Got one waiting in the wing. I should press it flat. Okay. I should draw the line so I can see it. Redo. Alright, this should go like that. So let's try to line my line up. Let me actually, instead of measuring, let me stitch my sides too. It's been a while since I've done a welt. Eek. Here we go. I'm trying to remember all the steps since there is no directions. They said you might need to refer to a tutorial, so we're leaning on our own understanding. Okay, here we go. So I'm just marking my seam allowances so I know where this should be hanging off. Okay. Let me make sure again that is how my welt should hang. All right, so here is where the line should be. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna pin it in place. Okay, here we go. For real this time. Fingers crossed. What pattern am I using? I'm using Laforme 0303. So the name of it should be in the title of the live. I put it in there just in case people are interested in the pattern. I put it there for you guys. I think I can write in here. Let me see. How do I write on here? Is this? No. Yeah, I don't know if I can type from this one, but it's in the description. It's in the title, sorry, of the live. It's a Russian company, and it's a really sketchy way to get the patterns. Broke a pen. I had to like DM them, then send them like a PayPal, and just pray that they send me the pattern. So if you want the pattern, you can get it, but you can't just go on the website and buy it because it doesn't take American payments. So you have to get them in a little bit of a roundabout way. You could try a VPN, but it didn't work for me. Okay, let's look. That is not on my stitch line at all. No. But you know, I'll just flip it over since I got it on there now. And just stitch it on my stitch line. This is cheap. We don't have to keep stressing ourselves. other stitch out. Why didn't I stitch it right there? I must be asleep. Okay, take this other stitch out that was a whole like fourth or something off. And then we're gonna pray to the welt gods that we get a nice flat welt, especially with this thick fabric, you know. I don't know why I do welts on live. They're not really live material, you know. Like I need to be like focused. Cause I don't like an ugly welt. If it's ugly, then it's not gonna work for me. You don't gotta be perfect, but it can't be ugly. Where's the top thread at? Okay, here we go. Gonna cut into it. I'm gonna get it from the back because I can't see the line. You gotta get right up to the corner. That's how you get it nice and crisp in there. All right. Cut. Oop. I'm gonna push it through. It's not really tall enough though for this. I don't think. Let's see. Where's my pattern piece? I have to make my box bigger. That's the size of the box. That's very annoying. Unless I was supposed to do it with like a bigger seam allowance. But the way it's drawn with a 3/8 seam allowance. Unless it's supposed to be a fake welt. Let me read it again. If it was, I made it a real one. You just tried to put one on a backpack? Oh, more power to you. You using vinyl? Okay. breast pockets, edges typical way, stitch ends. Design of like a shortcut, stitch them both together, what facing, describe location pocket. What? I don't know. They should offer me a seam allowance. So anyways, it's too big. They can't put anything in it this size. So I'm just gonna make my box bigger. Let's see, how tall do I need it? Let me like to the top of that. This might not be right, but it's right today. Okay. So I'm just making my box bigger to accommodate my big welt. Maybe it was supposed to be smaller, but there's no indication on my pattern piece that the welt is supposed to be smaller. So I don't know. Honestly, I have actually never attempted to do a real welt on a chest pocket, because I'm like, for what? I don't wear pocket squares, but what if I want to? Okay, I'm gonna cut this open a little bit more. Okay, that works for me. I don't know if that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Will. But that's how I got it to work. So if you do decide to get the pattern, just know there might be some discrepancies between the drawing on the pattern piece and the actual welt piece. Or I just don't know what I'm doing. That's possible. I'm gonna press this. That's possible. I'm gonna press this and I'll be back. Okay, I got that sitting under the thingamabobber. I'm gonna draft a little pocket bag. Yeah, I'm gonna draft a little pocket bag so we can do a little pocket square. So let me grab some lining. And I'm gonna do it real simple. I think I'm just gonna make it a long rectangle. Just keep it really simple. I am gonna do it with my peeking shears. I'm gonna use this as my model for how long it should be. myself a little seam allowance. Let's see. That should work. Okay. Good enough for moi. Hey, Anna J. She sent me the pound before I sent the money. No, it's real sketchy. And then I sent her the money, and then she sent me like all the pattern. I had only paid for one pattern, and she sent me all the patterns I had in my cart. I was like, thank you. Thanks, girl. All right. So this press, let me see if it's satisfactory shape wise. Okay, I think that's good. Isn't it? What's the shape here? Oh, no, that's how it is drawn. Okay. Okay. Well. Seems like it's supposed to be longer there. Do I need to clip some more? No, I can't clip anymore. No way, I ain't gonna stress myself about this little pocket too much. So I'm gonna stitch the triangles on the side first. Make sure she doesn't come apart. I got like 3 cutting tools up here, a seam ripper, too many sharps. But it's because I got that 12-inch throat space. I'm just saying. Don't tell Burnett. Okay. Stitch this one. Oops, I did not mean to press that button. Okay. Now, just check. Make sure we straight. I could have pulled that a little bit more taut. Oh God, all the tools everywhere. Get out of the way, please. I'm gonna close up these pins before they be all over the floor. Oh, it looks good. Thanks, RV. Oops. It's like right here. I think I could have pulled it a little bit more, but might be all right. Okay. Let's put the pocket on. Let's move on. Here we go. So I'm just gonna attach the pocket at the top first. So I got it centered enough we can grab the sides. There we go. This pocket should probably be drafted more like angularly, since the pocket shape is a bit more of an angle, but beggars can't be choosy. pocket there. I'm gonna stitch it to the sides here. Oh wait, actually I think I should, dang, I did this wrong. I gotta attach this to the bottom. Do that first. Oh, I didn't do it wrong. I was just about to skip my step. Do this bottom first. Otherwise, it was gonna be a little bootleg. It would have been fine, but it would have been a little janky. Just want it to be nice and flat under there. Okay, now I'm gonna stitch the sides the whole way down. This might be too deep for a handkerchief. Handkerchief gonna fall through. Wow, it's my fault because I don't know how the pocket should be drafted because I've never done it. Let's hit the other side and then we can do a little stitch around and then we can move on. Do a stitch around, can we? Because well, we can't do it on the bottom, but we could do it at the top. I'm just stitching along my stitch line. I'm gonna stitch like in the ditch here just to reinforce this side of my welt. Just give a little reinforcement to the other side and then we're done here. Great, and it does have some random strings. I'm gonna get rid of. Once more. All right. Hey Z. Okay. Is it an amazing welt? No, but it's cool. All right, let's move on. Front center. Stitch the chest tuck from the neck. Smooth the tuck top with your iron. Cut a bit the tuck allowance not reaching the top 5 to 10 millimeters in our allowances. So they're calling the tuck is the dart. Okay, so we're gonna do the dart. Okay, so here's our little welt pocket, and we can put stuff in there. Okay, our dart just happens to be right next to it, so I'm gonna fold and pin. We can do some of this stuff. Supposed to cut like that. I don't know if I can get all the way to 5 to 10 millimeters away. It's kind of close. Press this open. All right. Well, that one is resting. Do this side. So you guys doing the mover challenge? I am. How's it going for you all? Okay, here we go. need to buy a desk lamp. When I got robbed, they took the charger, but not the lamp. But I couldn't get a charger that worked with the lamp. So I ended up tossing it. I have a ring light, but that thing be too bright in my eye. I need something to shine on the machine so I can see. Alright, let's try to cut this one open. Hey Saps. You should join. Let me see. Is it getting dark to y'all? Plug the light up. My poor little pattern piece just be all over the place. Okay. More toward the machine. Hey Sabs, I heard it's cold and rainy there, girl. I was like, It's kind of rainy here too. It's like raining on and off, but it's not cold. I could use a seam ripper, but just my luck. I ran that thing right on off into the jacket. It's probably good enough. All right, let me press this one. Swivel clip lamps. Okay, I have to Google that. Okay, stitch piece number 1 and front side number 2 together, iron out the allowances. Okay, let's find number 2. I think it's a small one. Let's see, that's the back. Left facing. As you can imagine, this pattern has 100 pieces. That's the back. That's number 3. Where is number 2? Here's number 2. Okay. No, it doesn't have 100 pieces. Well, I said 100 pieces, but it doesn't actually have 100 pieces. But it's got a lot of pieces. Oops. There we go. I need this. I need this side. Pocket bag position. Pocket bag position. pocket bag going over there. Okay. This actually, I think this is supposed to go on this part. I've done a jacket like this before, but it's been a while, and I'm pretty sure that's where this goes. There's no illustration, so I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure that that goes up here. Okay, so this, where's your notch? Should go here. Yeah, not the notches match. Okay, let me pin it. No, I'm not translating the pattern. It's in English. This pattern does come in English. It's just that the English, some of the words are just different than how we say stuff, but it's in English. So this one is in English. They do have some patterns in English. And so this is one of them. Put that piece to the side while I stitch this one. When I have needed a translation, I use the Google Translate on my phone. So I'm wondering how this jacket's gonna hold its shape. Like, it's supposed to have like a curved hips. I was thinking about putting some padding in it if it doesn't stick out like I want it to. But I just need to figure out how to do that. You know, just some light padding. Because I've never padded anything, so. I don't know that I know how to do that, but I've been watching YouTube. And I realized the Dior jackets, the barcode is padded, and that's why it has that cute shape. Okay, so we have the side piece on. I'm gonna press this, and then I'm going to do the other side. Gonna bother with the notches since I know where it goes. I was doing the notches because I wasn't sure. Are we on time? Dang, it's already 8:17. See, time flies. I knew we wouldn't get past the fronts. Because now, after we do this, we have to do the welt. And the welts have flaps. So, we'll see what we can achieve. I'm sick of this bug. Get out, get out. It's a fly in here. Yeah, I did answer your question. Make sure you like the live, guys. I said that this pattern is in English, so I didn't have to translate it. So I got this fabric from Fabric Mart. This is the same fabric we were using. Yeah, no, this one is in English. That we did the skirt with the flower in, which I have to fix anyways. It's too big, so I need to take it in. I had like clamps in the back when I took my pictures. I was like, nothing fits. Either I make it too big or I make it too small. Like, Jesus. So anyways, I'm thinking like maybe I'll make this my last Fabric Mart make, because I only have one left for the year, and then I have fulfilled my obligations and I'm out. But I'm gonna still get my fabric, because you get a stipend per post to buy fabric. I'm still gonna buy some fabric because you're gonna pay me what you owe me, okay? But I might not use it for the blog. I might just use this and close it out. Anyways, we'll see. Let me iron this. Okay, let's see what's the next part. Fold the pocket frame number 12 in half lengthwise and iron it. Ugh, it's so annoying. Let's see. What is the pocket frame? Let's see. What is this? This is number 10. Supposed to be 2 of these. I only see 1. Let me see. There's another one somewhere. Ah, here it is. Yep, so I'm supposed to fold these in half. I thought we would have sewed these up. Stitch the chest tuck from the neck, smooth the tuck, cut a bit, tuck allowance, stitch 1 and the front side 2 together, iron out, fold the pocket frame. Okay, let's go down. Over stitch the pocket flap number 10 with the pocket under flap number 11, leaving only the upper cut open because the flap is free and does not enter the side seam. Fair enough. Okay, so let's prep the pockets basically. Pocket flaps, I should say. Dang, I'm missing a lining. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Put these to the side. I'm gonna prep these. Hey, Armina. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Actually, let me flip this over because I hate sewing silkies. It'll sew better with the tweed on the bottom. Speaking of tweed, so I have that pink tweed from Minerva, right? And we were gonna do the other jacket. And then I decided I didn't want to do that jacket. I was gonna do a Vicky So's pattern. Then I decided, oh no, then I got selected to do a pattern test for Daria, and she's coming out with this Chanel style dress. Seemingly, this should be a little shorter so it pulls in. I'm gonna cut this. Taking matters into my own hands. And so I was like, oh, I'll save my tweed for that because that'll be cute. Just a little bit. And she's a little bit behind on her pattern stuff. So anyways, I think I'm gonna do, well, I'm definitely gonna do a muslin first because I don't want to mess up that nice tweed fabric, making something too small. But maybe I can like sneak and do it on live. Like do the muslin on live at least. So she started following me. So she started following everybody that she added to the test. And she don't really follow that many people. So she started following me. So now I can't be like posting it in my story because she might be looking. I don't know. She probably not, but she might. So I'm going to see what I can do. This seems like it's going to be a really cute pattern. I keep hitting these pins. It's only a matter of time before I break my needle. Yeah. see what we got here. I might have to clip some more. Yeah. This doesn't have to be super sharp for me personally. This is tweed, so you really need sharp corners on tweed. I don't think so, but I do need to see the shape. Okay, I'm gonna press this. Who am I talking about? Oh, Daria. What is her page? This is like Daria Pattern Maker or something like that. She makes the infamous Rose Cafe Bustier dress. I feel like everybody named Mama didn't try that dress pattern. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Hey, Adeline. Okay. Here's the second one. And I'm going to chop a little bit off of the lining. Just a pinch to make sure it doesn't be like hanging over. But if it's a little bit too visible for my taste, then I'll just top stitch it. I don't know. Base if you want, and finally make the stitch. Yeah, no. Okay. I was trying to see if it tells you to top stitch in the instructions, but it does not. So anyways, I just cut the lining to make it a little bit shorter so that it'll curl under. When I turn it. Oftentimes for my flap, if I'm using a thinner fabric, then I'll use the same fabric for both sides, and then it doesn't matter quite as much. But because this is a heavier fabric, I did go ahead and use a lining. Hey, Simply Shorty, I am making a blazer. I'm using Laforme 030. It's a Russian company, but they do have some English patterns, some patterns translated in English, I should say. And this happens to be one of them. So right now I'm creating the flap for my pocket. Okay, let's read what's next. Based. Let's see. Turn and flap. Baste if you want, and make the final stitch. Okay, baste and then stitch the frame in the flap to the upper cut of the undercut in the front pocket. Girl, wait. Okay, I'm gonna stitch this. I'm gonna roll that a little bit, and I'm gonna stitch this. Baste this closed. I'm just gonna roll it a little bit. That looks pretty good. Press this once more. It's 8:36. Okay, so the next step is to figure out what the direction's talking about. Oy. Okay. Okay, let me read this one more time. Then stitch the welt facing number 13 here. Okay. Base. Where's my piece? Here's one. Front piece. Don't we supposed to close start up first? Like, do we not do that? I'm pretty sure we do. Oh, maybe let me look at the illustration. Maybe the welt goes into the stitch, and that's why it's not telling me to stitch that up first. Let me go back and look at the drawing. directions. I'm hungry. What everybody eating for dinner? Okay, base. Let me find my frame. This is my frame. So it says base and then stitch the frame and the flap to the upper cut of the undercut in the front pocket. The frame does inside the side seam and inside the seam of the waist tuck. The flap steps 10 millimeters aside from the side cut in the tuck cut. Okay, so I think it's trying to tell me that this piece should go from seam to seam and this piece should have 10 millimeters on either side of it. So there should be a little bit of space. I think that's what it's trying to say. So let's see here. I'm just looking to see if I put this right sides together, if it perfectly fits. And it does. So I'm gonna do it 2 steps instead of 1. I'm gonna stitch this one down first to the upper part of the under part. That's what I think it's trying to tell me. Hey Derek, hey Mel. Hey, I'm on live. There we go. Cut that short. Let's see, we can cut this piece off. Like I said, I've done this before, but it's been a while that I've had a jacket that had this cut in it. But I think this is what it's telling me to do. Doesn't quite reach, but let's see. Should we scoot it over a little bit? Yeah, we could because I didn't do it even, so. We need all that little space. This is kind of big, so hopefully it presses well. How you still didn't reach? There you go. Are we on time? 8:41. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's stitch this. I'm assuming it's 3/8 as well. Let me see if I can find the pattern piece. It don't have a seam allowance on it, so we're just gonna assume it's 3/8, and now we'll make a nice narrow welt top thing. Kind of went off a little bit, and it is important to me to keep it lined up because it's just a basting stitch, right? Because we're supposed to baste it first, but I want it to be even, so if it falls off, then it's not gonna be even. Okay. Now we have, oh wait, am I supposed to do it this way? Yeah, it should be down like that. So now we put our flap in here. Poor flap. She, oh, that bug. She's supposed to be 10 millimeters. Now, do I have something with millimeters? I do think I do. Does this have millimeters? And now this is, I don't know what measurement that is, but that's not millimeters. Let's see. And that's not millimeters. Okay, I'm gonna have to translate 10 millimeters. Unless somebody knows what 10 millimeters translates to in imperial. Okay, millimeters to inches. And then let's do 10. It's like 0.39, which is probably about 3/8. Okay. Let me get my little ruler thing so I can measure 3/8, which makes sense, right? Because it just shouldn't be in the seam. It should hang freely. So, dash here. Just gonna measure it. Okay, and then let me see. Got the jacket upside down. Okay. It should be going that way. Yes, yes. So I'm gonna pin this. This is thick. This is thick right here. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Hope it don't look too jank. Being all thick or whatever. That's a lot of fabric. I'm gonna try to like do some graduated trimming or whatever. And we'll see what we can manage. Okay. Girl, you just gonna not be on it. Girl, I can tell you've been crying and pretending that I don't know the words. Girl. Went off the deep end. That's not 3/8. Sheesh. Okay, let's see how that looks. That looks pretty solid. That that is thick. It hasn't been pressed, but there's a lot of fabric under there. So I'm gonna try to trim some of this off. I'm just taking out some of my basting stitches. Taking out the right basting stitches. Alright, I could always top stitch it. Let me press it, put the clapper on it, see what it do, and we'll do the other side while that's sitting. Okay, here we go. Something I noticed is that there's this curve. I don't think it should be here. Cut it out. Because it looks funny on the other one. I'll go back and I'll do that later. Okay. I'm gonna do my pins. Oh. This pattern might be better suited to not have the little welts and just the flap. I don't really fancy that look. How does it look? Oh, you mean the pocket, RB? Pocket flap, I should say. We don't quite have a pocket yet. Yeah, shit. Long ways. Oh, okay. Yes, I did say that. I got it sitting under the clapper. I'll get it in a second. Just making sure it looks roughly even all the way around. It's like right here is a little long, but I think I might just be like nitpicky. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Let me measure the 3/8. Man, you get a raceway going on in the background. Oh yeah, I'm right by, well, it's not the highway, but it's the entrance to get onto the highway. So yeah, I'm right by Lennox Road. So it's like super busy and they have all those loud mufflers. All right, here we go. I feel like I should just stay stitch that. I didn't. I should have. It is interface though, so hopefully it's not moving too much. I mean, it's not stretching too much. Okay, I'm gonna cut some of this out. I don't know why I'm cutting this layer. It's like the thinnest one. Okay, RB, here it is. So I am gonna take it apart in the middle because it's a little curvy. So on the last one I cut the curve out, but this one has the curve. As you can see, it's a little curvy right here. and this is supposed to curve around the hip. So maybe, you know, like when it curves around the hip, you don't see that. That's how the pattern pieces come together. They come together on a curve there. I just think that looks really weird. But like I said, it might be okay if it curves on the hip. Anyways, this is how it looks. So it's not too bad. It is thick, but it's not too crazy. So I think I'm gonna go in and straighten that out so that my welt will go straight across. But that's how it looks. I mean, we can put it on the mannequin, but it's not much to it. So I'm just gonna put it on myself. I believe the next step now would be to sew these together, to sew the dart together. I think, but I don't know. I had to read it. So here's what we got so far. Not much to see yet. Not much to see yet. Oh, Lord. Okay. So that is all I got for you today. We can pick this back up next Wednesday for WIP Wednesday. I'll try to work on it a little bit this weekend as well. Try to go ahead and finish the pocket up at least. And put the sides and the back together, because it's princess seams all the way around. There's no more darts or anything in the jacket. So that's it. Then it's time to put the arms and the collars and all that on. So, oh yeah, I'll see what I can do to push us along a little further. But that's it. Is where we got into ours. We got partial pockets, and we got our little, which I'm excited about because now we have to put a pocket square in there. So that's gonna be fun. But anyways, have a great night. Thank you, D. Thank RV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's gonna be cute. I just wonder if it's gonna have the shape. So we might have to think about how we can pad it a little bit on the sides. I do have these pads that I bought at Fine Fabrics. I don't know what you do with them. They're not boob pads. They're like big and rectangular, but they're curved. They might be perfect to situate in here some kind of way. We can hand stitch it in there. We'll see. Anyways, we'll travel that bridge when we get there. Have a great night, guys. Thanks so much for watching.